look, I have a boo-boo. I have a boo-boo right there. Can you make it better? Thank you! Good morning, you guys. So sorry about that overdose of kids in the intro, but I feel like, personally, if kids can't make you smile, I am not doing my job. No, if kids can't make you smile, then you just don't want to smile because they are just the cutest thing in the world. So today, the plan is we're going to be hitting chest. Well, I'm hitting chest at the Village with Brian finally, and hopefully LP will be going. We haven't been able to work out there together in a very long time, so that should be exciting. I'm really excited about that. And then I think I might want to run some errands a little bit later in the day, but that's what's on the plan. Nothing too insane, nothing too crazy, but that is what is on the agenda. So thank you guys so much for checking out this video, and I hope that you enjoy it. So sorry to interrupt your video, but I just want to let you know about a really cool discount that I have going on that's just going on for my fans. So if you use code ObesetoBeast on GammaLabs.com, you can get 40% off. 40% off of like tubs of G Fuel. You can't do the boxes that I was letting you guys know about, the variety boxes. You can't do it on those or like clothing or stuff, but any like tub of G Fuel you want to get, or if you want to get a box of G Fuel, you can get 40% off up until the 3rd of October, okay? Up until the 3rd of October, just use code ObesetoBeast. You will get 40% off of your order, okay, guys? So I just want to let you guys know about that. All right, enjoy the rest of the video. So you guys just saw me hit the 205 for 5, and now I am going to be going for 225 right here. The most I've ever gotten is 2 reps, so I'm going to try and get 3. That's my goal. If I get more, that'll be exciting. I have like a whole crew of people here watching me. You guys come over here, come over here, come over here. Everyone's going to cheer me on. Everyone's gonna cheer me on.
We have a support system.
Look at this.
A support system.
We got the whole crew here.
A support system for your 3 reps. That means you get 5 reps.
Let's see how this goes.
You got a whole support system.
Do it. 1, 2.
John's going for 225 as many reps as he can get. Come on, boy. Say aiming for 3. Come on.
Come on, you got it, you got it.
It's 3. Come on. Come on. Tight. Come on. Awesome, man. Grind it through. Push. Up. Palms to the hands. Oh, so close, man. So quick. Yeah, you really let him grind that one. I like that.
Hey, my hamstring almost cramped up, but
isn't that the worst?
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, that was solid, man.
Workout is done. Really stoked still to be able to hit 225 pounds for 3 reps. I'm just super stoked. So the plan after this is I want to drive to Best Buy. Basically what I want to pick up is this but I want to pick up the Big Daddy version because this is like a little tiny one. This is the one that I use for the camera that I'm recording right now. I want to get a bigger one for my DSLR, similar to you guys have probably seen it on Casey Neistat's videos. His tripod that he uses. I've had this one for a while, and I've seen the one that he uses, which is literally exactly this, just bigger. And I thought that would be really nice to have for my DSLR to be able to just kind of like attach it on things and be able to use it a little bit more. So hopefully make my videos a little bit better. So that's what I'm gonna try and pick up. I looked online and it said that the Best Buy, not the Best Buy next to my house, but the Best Buy that's pretty close to here, should have it in stock. So hopefully they have it. I'm gonna go over there, check it out, and see if they have it. If they do, I will be getting it. Well, that worked out perfectly. So this is what we got now. I have this cloth over it because I lost the little cap that's supposed to go on it. But that's what we got now. I'm really happy about this. It wasn't as expensive as I thought it was gonna be. That's always good. So now I'm gonna go back to mi casa and take a shower. Mi casa is Spanish for my house. If you do not know that, now you learned something in this video. So I asked you guys on Twitter just to send me some questions. I wanted to do a Q&A in this video, so let's get straight into it. So the first question is coming from Stormy. She asked me if I want to get big on YouTube, what would be the best way to start out? It's hard to answer that question, you know, how to get like big on YouTube. There's so many different avenues that you can go. There's so many different like ways you can bring your channel. I don't know exactly what channel that you're trying to make, but my biggest, I guess, tip for YouTube is just start doing it, and do it a lot, you know, put out a lot of videos. And the first few videos you make, I can almost guarantee are gonna be terrible. There's nothing wrong with that, but you just have to understand that they're not gonna be the best videos, and you just have to keep making them because there's no way to get better if you're not progressing and you're not trying to get better, or at least trying to get better in every single video that you're making. So that would be my best tip on how to get like big on YouTube. Lewis asks, do people treat you differently in your family / friends now that you have a social presence? Now, my family doesn't treat me any differently. They treat me just as they did before. Nobody really cares that much. I mean, they care, they're excited for me, but they don't like treat me better or treat me any worse. As far as like friends go, I wouldn't say like if they're really close to me that nobody treats me any differently, but it's definitely like the people that I kind of, you know how it is, like the people you kind of knew in high school, or the people that you kind of knew back then, they'll come out of the woodworks, you know, like how, I don't want to say like I won the lottery, but like, you know how people will talk about when they won the lottery, the people will come out of the woodworks. That's kind of how it is as far as like high school friends and people that I knew back in the day. So they definitely treat me a little bit, I guess you could say, better, like almost like a celebrity. And in my mind, I'm like, I'm the same kid that I was before. Now I just have a YouTube channel and I have, you know, people that look up to me. That's the only difference. Gina asked, she said, nice and simple, what is your favorite movie? And if you know me, you know that my absolute favorite movie, and a lot of you guys are probably gonna judge me and make fun of me, but my favorite movie is Step Brothers. I can't explain. I think I love movies that are really quotable, and Step Brothers is, I think it's one of the most quotable movies in the entire world. Step Brothers is my favorite for sure, and then a close second is definitely Borat, so don't judge me. I know those are very similar as far as the comedy goes, but I like laughing, and I like movies that can make me laugh, so that's why I like those movies so much. Tiana Bowers asked, she said, have you ever met the guy that inspired you to lose weight that was on Miami Ink? If you don't know my story, kind of, I'll briefly summarize it. The reason that I started losing, I don't want to say the reason that I started losing weight, but a catalyst, one of the nights, the night that I decided that I wanted to lose weight, I was binge watching Miami Ink, and there was a lot of things that were going on in my head as far as like I wanted to lose weight because I wanted more tattoos, but I knew I wasn't going to get a tattoo in anywhere other than like my, because I had this tattoo, I knew I wasn't going to get any tattoos anywhere other than my forearms until I had lost weight, or at least that's like what was in my head. And so I had been binge watching Miami Ink, and I love that show. I love tattoos, and every time I would watch like someone get a really cool tattoo on their back or like on their shoulders, I would just think to myself like, man, I really want to get tattoos, but I just know that I don't want to put it anywhere on my body that I feel like might get like changed, like as far as my arms, the shoulders, and back. So I was watching, and it's just funny how everything worked out. This guy came on Miami Ink, and the reason he was getting a tattoo was basically to celebrate his weight loss, and so they asked him the regular question, like, how'd you lose the weight? And he kind of talked about it, and then just all that stuff happening and how I was feeling with my life, that was like the catalyst to change. To answer your question, that was a really long, drawn out answer, but no, I've never met him. I think it would be cool, but I literally have no clue how I would even begin to contact that guy at all. So I don't know. It would be cool to meet him though. Brian Almany asks, what is your absolute favorite thing about Jessie? Jessie's my girlfriend. I would have to say that my favorite thing about her is how, this might sound silly, but just how understanding she is, especially with my job. She's just really understanding, and it's something that, like, if you guys saw our video about how we met and stuff, it was more of a struggle before. That was my fault too, and now it's just been so smooth. So I definitely think my favorite thing about her is how understanding she is about my job and stuff. So yeah, and her eyes, they're very pretty. Now this is kind of a strange question. This is from Cero. It's C-E-R and then a 0. He asked, have you ever thought about abandoning this lifestyle? He says, I'm already 3 years in and it crosses my mind sometimes. It's hard to keep going. That literally has never even crossed my mind, even slightly, even for a second, even for a millisecond. I love doing this. I love living this life that I live, and I just love my life now. So I've never thought to myself, I want to stop loving my life. I know that might sound silly, but I really do. I'm in such a good spot. I just love my life so much that I've never, ever thought about stopping this. Because, like, for me, it is hard, but it's so enjoyable. I love going to the gym. I love eating what I eat and really working on my nutrition and learning more and more stuff every day. And then, I mean, I know I'm very lucky because I have you guys. And a lot of people don't have such a great support system and have people that will pretty much do anything for them, and I have that, and I'm very lucky to have that. So, I mean, it's hard for me to say how someone else should feel, but I mean, I can't imagine ever not being excited about this life that I live, because it's such a great one, and I'm just so happy and so blessed to live this life. Zach wants to know, how did you pick the name for your channel? So my YouTube channel actually existed after my Instagram. So my Instagram was the first thing that I made that had the name ObesetoBeast. I don't even really remember, honestly, exactly where it came from. It was just, I think it rhymed in my head and I thought it sounded cool. It was gonna be Obese to a Beast, but I think it was already taken, and so I was like, what can I do? Obese to, and then I thought ObesetoBeast, and I definitely got lucky that it wasn't taken yet, because it seems like something that would have been taken a long time ago, but I got really lucky. So it was just kind of came into my head. I didn't really think about it too much. It was just one of those things that I guess you could call it like an aha moment. It was just something that popped into my head, and I'm just really glad that I have it, because I don't want to say I'm a beast, but I feel like it really describes at least what I'm trying to put out there, which is you don't have to turn into this tiny stick figure after you lose weight. You can put on muscle. You can really enjoy your life. You don't have to go from one extreme to another. So I'm really lucky that I was able to get it, and I'm really happy. I absolutely cannot pronounce this name, so I'm sorry if this is you who asked this, but it's a good question. Can weight training help you lose weight, or should I stick to cardio? This is a really good question, and I get so many questions that are pretty much the same thing. They're around the same ballpark. Losing weight literally is being at a caloric deficit, and if you don't know what that means, a caloric deficit means you are eating less food than you are burning. So there's less calories going into you than you are burning. So if you're burning more calories than you're consuming, you're gonna lose weight. Now, weight training is a great way to burn calories, and so is cardio. I always will recommend to do weight training, because that means you build muscle, and the more muscle you have, the more calories you burn. That's science. The more muscle mass that you have, the more calories that you are going to be burning throughout the day. So who doesn't want to be able to eat more calories? I always recommend doing, lifting. It's different for everyone. It's hard for me to exactly answer this question for you, because everyone is so different. Like, definitely when I first started, when I was like obese, morbidly obese, 360 pounds, I did a lot more cardio. I did only cardio, actually, which, like I said, I didn't have the perfect journey, right? I wish I could go back and change some things, but it is what it is. I'm happy with where I am now. But I would have probably been doing a lot of cardio and then a little bit of lifting, which is fine. And then as you start to lose more weight, I think it's a good idea to kind of like shift your lifting. Say you're doing 80% cardio, 20% lifting, then go to 70-30, and then go to 60-40, and then to where, because like for me now, I'm doing about 90% lifting, 10% cardio, and then when I'm trying to cut more, it'll be like 80% lifting, 20% cardio. So it's really dependent on the person, but I would always, losing weight is calories in versus calories out, it honestly, you can lose weight, and I don't want you guys to do this, but you can lose weight without going to the gym at all. I mean, you guys know that, right? So I would always recommend lifting, because the more muscle you have, the more calories you can eat, and then you'll just be able to be a little bit more flexible with your diet, and that's always a good thing. Last question is coming from Herbie_ZT. He asks, or she asks, who was your biggest motivator while losing weight? You guys know the answer to this question. My biggest motivator while I was losing weight was my dang self. I did this for myself, and I think that is the best. It really was. That's my main motivation. Was I just saw that I was able to do things that I'd never been able to do before, and just all the things that come with losing weight, right? All the positives that come with losing weight, and it just motivated me. I wanted to just be happier with my life. Now, I'm not saying you can't be happy if you're bigger, but for me personally, I just was not happy, and I didn't feel like I was the person that I was put on this earth to be. So literally my main motivation was myself and the progress that I would see. So that is going to conclude today's Q&A, which in turn is going to conclude today's video. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the questions. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you guys for all the support, especially on the last video. You guys rock. I am the most blessed dude in the world to call you guys my family and my supporters. You guys are the best. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. There was one other thing that I wanted to say. Oh yeah, look how buff I am.